everyone, I'm back. She's back. I found this really cool foil in my foil collection at the end of last week, right? I think it was like Friday, and I was like, I'm going to use that. Now, this is Spirit Guide, a pink gel polish from Madame Glam. This foil looks really cool over pink. So I'm going to do 2 coats of this pink. Each coat needs 30 seconds in an LED lamp. I'm going to be using the Ice Cream Dream Glitter from Nail Sugar. This is blooming gorgeous. You can save 10% using my code NATMUG10. Websites and discount codes are always below in my description box, by the way. This foil, I don't know where it was from, but I thought initially it was like an angel paper, but it is actually a foil. I was like, I'm going to try it, see if it works. And it did. And I was like, oh, what? So my foil gel I'm using today is from SPD London. You don't need to put this on thick, just a nice thin even coat, completely cut. You want to make sure you cover the whole nail, otherwise you'll have parts that don't stick and parts that do stick, and it's going to look weird. So pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds. I'm going to use my silicone tool from Madame Glam to help me rub the foil all over the nail. So gently place it on, and then right, so yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like, I put it on now, it doesn't look great, but it's got like this iridescent sheen to it. And when you matte top coat it, even though it's matte top coated, it looks holographic. It's really bizarre, but in a really good bizarre way. You want to make sure that you completely rub the whole nail. I mean, foils aren't easy because I always end up with places missing. But right, I'm going to use the little pink perfect matte top coat. And I don't know if you can see where the light's hitting it, but you get like a different colours sheen in that reflection of light. Right, that's it shiny. It looks quite cool shiny too, but watch this. Cured it, comes out. Can you see that? Doesn't that look amazing? And when I saw it, I was like, that is so cool. So I was like, right, I've got to do this in a set of nails because I love it. I don't know where the foil came from though. I'm really sorry. It's really upset me because I can't tell you where it's from. But I hope you can find it somewhere. It probably came in a pack of 8. I don't know. Anyway, look, Madame Glam, Perfect White Eye Rule. There's a blue and a white. Obviously, because it's Perfect White. I'm using, I think I've done 1 coat of Perfect White. And then I'm putting the pink and the blue on my palette, my striper brush. This is an Ugly Duckling striper brush. It's really long and it's a bit bent, my one. But it's supposed to be easier to use longer bristled brushes to do lines, like long lines. I'm not so sure. I think I struggle either way. Long lines are difficult to do, especially if you make them straight. It's really awkward. But what I wanted to do was, I've seen some designs lately on Instagram with nails that have vertical lines on, and it's normally something that I'd do like over Easter. You know, you get lines on, you get stripe, egg patterns. But I really like vertical line designs. So I thought I would use the pink and the blue. Yeah, by the way, if you go a little bit wonky, just use I've got my old, it's actually an old 3D, I think it's Nelchemy, an old 3D acrylic brush. I just dampen it with some gel cleanse, because that's what's in my bottle at the moment. And like that, just if you've got any bits that go wrong, just use that to neaten it all up. So you can cure as you go if you're a bit worried about making a boo-boo, but because the lines aren't completely touching, so you can still wipe off your mistake. I have cured it now because I'm going to go in with the pink, and the pink is a lot closer to the blue. So at least if I make a mistake with the pink now, I'm not going to wipe any of the blue off. But you just clean your brush. I just squidge out the excess gel polish between my paper towel and then go in with the pink. Between the blue lines, I'm going to have pink lines. So it looks like we've got white, pink, white, blue, white, pink, white, blue. Oh, a bit of a frog in my throat this morning. And then also, yeah, look, I'm just tidying it up there. What I'm going to do is and the very sides of these nails, there's a bit of a gap. So I thought, right, we'll just try and put a bit of a pink line in there, and then a bit of a pink line in the other side. And then I will pop that into my lamp for 30 seconds. You can save 30% on Madam Glam gel polishes as well using my code NATMUG30, FYI. Okay, so I'm going to go over, I hate wasting, so I like try to scoop up some of the blue from the gel, from the palette. This one's going to be blue. We're going to do 2 coats of blue, and we're going to foil this one as well. So I've done 2 coats of blue, cured each coat for 30 seconds. Now I'm going over with my SBD foil gel. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds, but there was a hair, so make sure you get the hair out first. And then I'm going to place that on. There must have been a hair stuck to, or there must have been like a staticky hair underneath this foil, because there's a hair in it, and I was like, no, and it was kind of under the foil, so I had to kind of, honestly, it didn't go my way very well, this set. But look, doesn't it look really cool? This one looks really cool, shiny. The blue with the foil on, the foil didn't go on very well either on this one, but I really like this one shiny. Look how cool that is shiny. Oh, I love that. I don't think it looks as good matte, but you do still see a little bit of that rainbow, but it doesn't show up as well on the blue as it does the pink. You see what I mean? It still looks quite good though, doesn't it? Oh, I love it. I think it's very, I don't know. Right. I thought on this one I would add some of the glitter. I thought I'd do, yeah, so look, I'm going to use base coat because I shouldn't have, what's the word? I shouldn't have top coated this one yet. But I thought, like, I didn't want 3 plain nails of just this holographic, of this like glitter foil. So initially I was going to put the glitter at the top and the bottom, but I thought, no, I want the glitter going, I want like a band of glitter going through the center of the nail. So I ended up just covering the whole nail with base coat, but I haven't cured it. This base coat is still uncured, and using my application brush and a bit of base coat on my application brush, I'm going to dip that into the glitter, and we're just going to do like a band of glitter going through the center, so it's quite a thick line of glitter. But once I'm happy with how it looks, I do faff a lot. I was trying to get like little bits of like, because I think there's stars and hearts and triangles and all sorts of bits, and I was trying to just get a bit of everything on this nail so that you could see all the different cute little bits of glitter in here. There's like hexagonal bits as well, you know, the normal size shaped glitter, and I think there's even mylar. I'm not even sure, like holographic mylar, I don't know, but I love this mix. It's lovely. So once I'm happy, I will pop that in the lamp for 30 seconds. Then I decided just to go over the top, just over the glitter. I was going to smooth it out with some base coat, and then when I come to top coat, that base coat will have kind of sealed that glitter in, so I shouldn't get any pokey bits, because I don't like the pokey bits. If you get pokey bits, just file it, like give it a buff, and then just top coat again. But I decided I couldn't get this open. This Madam Glam, it's only my white one. I think it's because it's so messy around the it's just I cannot talk today. I can't get my words out. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Right, because it's such a messy pot, I struggle to get it open sometimes, but it's my fault. It's clearly me that's made it a mess. I also really struggled with these lines. I was like, how is this so difficult? I couldn't do it. And then I made a mess, and I was like, I've got to clean that up because it looks like a mess. I was trying to do 2 thin lines, and they ended up quite thick. And I was like, do you know what? It doesn't matter. They just remind me of a pair of socks a little bit, but that's okay. Look, I was trying to neaten that up there as well, and I don't know. I was like, look, Nat, you've only not done nails for a week. It's not like it's been 2 years. You should know what you're doing still. And it was just a right struggle. It was nuts. Anyway, I'm going to do the same thing at the top. And I thought I would try and do a thicker line next to the glitter, and then a slightly thinner line. Like the next line out from the glitter would be slightly thinner. But I thought at the end of the day, just do what you can do. Because it's probably going to go wrong anyway. You see what? Yeah. I was like, why can I not use my fingers anymore? But anyway, look, once I was happy, I eventually got it in the lamp. And the gel paints, because they are thicker and slightly more opaque, slightly more pigmented, they do need 60 seconds in an LED lamp. And the gel polishes need 30. The gel paints need double that time. So yeah, once you've done, I was like, do you know what that's just going to do? Because if I just faff around anymore, it's just going to go wrong. But this is the no wipe top coat. I decided that I wanted the glitter through the middle shiny. Yeah, why not, I thought. So yeah, we're just going to shine that and then shove it in the lamp. And then that will be that nail almost done. This nail, I'm going to add glitter all over this. So I'm going to wipe off that tacky layer because that tacky layer will have some pigment in it. And when I do this, sometimes the pigment ends up in the base coat and the base coat will end up going milky where it's got the pigment in it. And then when I put my glitter onto my nail, where the base coat has gone kind of like milky from that pigment in the tacky layer, it ends up like taking away a little bit from that glitter because it's made the glitter look a bit milky. So that's why I remove the tacky layer from any gel polish nail before I add glitter. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I've just covered it completely like that, and then I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a cure. I did skip forward a bit there because I just faff. I'm an absolute faffer. So this is where we are so far. I'm going to do another nail, the pink nail with the foil on this one. It didn't cover as nicely, but there we go. And then I just need to top coat this stripy nail and the glitter nail. The glitter nail is going to be shiny. The stripy nail is going to be matte. So we've got a mixture of everything on this one. And then I'm going to use the Crystal Fix from Rachel Wilder's and this Drink Me Mix from the Alice in Wonderland collection from Crystal Parade. You can save 10% at Crystal Parade using my code NATMUG10. I had to think about that then. Very hard. I want to put like that big pointy back crystal in between two teardrop crystals. So I'm just taking, you can't see because I'm almost out of shot, but I've got a little bit of gem Crystal Fix on my crystal katana. I just put a little bit where I want these teardrop crystals. I spend way too long trying to get them like centered, and in the end they weren't centered. They were slightly too far to the right, but there we go. I've got a bigger dollop between them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up that teardrop pointy back, this one, it's like a pear shape actually, and I'm going to shove it in that blob, and those two teardrops are going to kind of keep it in place. Before I cure it, I'm just going to grab a silver caviar bead and place it at the top in that uncured Crystal Fix, and then I will shove that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to do, like, I thought, you know what, just going to keep it nice and simple. We're going to keep this as a kind of necklace style crystal placement design. So I've stuck one of the, I didn't show you the crystal mix, did I? But excuse me, there are some Zodiac mermaid bubble things, and then there are some Preciosa crystals, and I'm going to do like a mixture of the mermaid bubbles and the crystals going up towards the corners of the cuticles. Is that the technical word? Corner. Oh, person crying, baby crying. Oh, I hate hearing young kids crying because I want to go and give them a cuddle. Oh, even though I don't know why they're crying, they might have been naughty and got told off, but I still want to give them a cuddle. Stop it, that's not your children. I know. Right, I've added some caviar beads between the crystals as well, but it took me ages, so I done it off camera. And then lastly, I decided that I wanted to add some little daisies because I did like the set as they were, but I thought, you know, they just need something a little bit more. So I was like, right, I'm going to use the yellow gel paint, also from Madame Glam, and I'm going to pop the dots where I want the center of my daisies to go, and then I'm not going to cure those. I'm going to sprinkle them with some clear acrylic. I'm using the clear acrylic from Nao Nails, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle that over the dots until the dots don't go shiny. What happens when you do this is if you cover your gel polish or gel paint with the acrylic, sometimes you think it's all completely covered and it's gone matte, but where the gel polish sucks up the acrylic, it will start to go shiny again. So you just need to sprinkle some more on, and then shove it in the lamp when it stays matte. Then I'm going to use the white, I was going to say white acrylic, but it's not, it's gel paint, to create the petals of my daisies. Now my little yellow dots, I did actually put too close to each other, so like this daisy was big and I had to make this daisy quite small just so that they didn't mush together, you know. So I had to make this one a bit smaller, which was a little bit more awkward, but we got there in the end. And I'd done the same on the other nail as well. The dots were just too close, but I just didn't think very well. Story of my life, I don't think about things very well. I do think, sometimes I don't think enough, you know, like I'm quite impulsive and I should stop and think about things a bit more. Sometimes I think about things and then I think it's a really good idea, and I do think about it for a little while, and then it turns out what I thought was a good idea was actually a terrible idea. But there we go. I'm going to do the same thing over the petals. I've sprinkled them with clear acrylic. And then I'm just going to finish these daisies on this nail, and then I will take my acrylic and I will sprinkle this one as well. The good thing about Madam Glam's gel paints are that they don't have tacky layers, so you could just cure the gel paint and just end up with a slightly shinier daisy, but I wanted them matte, so I'm going to just brush off the excess acrylic, because it's not glitter, it's acrylic. And yeah, that's going to be them done. I will show you a better close-up of them. Ta-da! I think these are so cute. Anyway, I hope you like them. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. It's completely free, but once you're subscribed, that's it. You can never unsubscribe ever again. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, God bless, love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Love you, bye.